and welcome to the part 2 of the previous section I just made, or previous video I just made. I literally just got up and walked a little bit. This is right after that. So, let's kick some ass. And speaking of that, if you have not watched the previous video, please do so and then come to this one, even if you watched it like a couple days ago. Just have that in your memory so you have all that understood up until this point. Thank you, and let's kick some ass. Even if you don't want to, thank you for watching the video. Have fun. Hope you enjoy. Let's kick some ass.
Nelson, you all right, brother? What happened? Oh, you did good. You did good, buddy. Come on, get up. Get up. Oh. Whoa. Hey, you did good. I know just where to put filth like this. Somewhere where Augustine won't find her. She won't be hurting anybody else. Hey, no. She's just killing drug dealers, man. Killing? Nelson, murdering drug dealers. What do you think I'm doing to the DUP? What you have to save the Akomish back home. She stays free. No. Dude, no way. Look, just because you have...
Okay, sorry about that. I'm pausing this because the more I hear Reggie, the more he's just... Best way to put it is that he's two-faced. He's okay with Delsin killing the DUP because the DUP hurt his family, but she's just killing drug dealers because they hurt her family, or she hurt her family because of them, but still family was hurt because of them in some way, shape, or form. So she's technically more heroic than Delson is right now, actually. But yeah, that general thing, and that is a very common thing. That is not really bad on him, which is why I'm saying best thing is Two-Faced. It's there's so many extra things for the two. Like, he is experiencing xenophobia, all sorts of extra things, which is why the entire road trip to this area, he was talking about curing him, because it's xenophobic as fuck. And if you do not think you are xenophobic, everyone is a little bit xenophobic. Xenophobia is why you actually have the uncanny valley feeling. Everyone everywhere has something that will give them the uncanny feeling. That is the xenophobia kicking in. Xenophobia has teasers to it, but it is overarching. Xenophobia is why you have that. It is not me, but wanting to face like me, which is fucking disturbing. But the not like me is already something that is enough to really have a lot of problems there. Because change and adaptation is not really something humanity's really good at. Uh, yeah. Let's kick some ass.
Same affliction, not gift. Affliction. Doesn't mean that we're gonna pick up every little piece of trash we find. Look, I'm never going to abandon you, all right? Not ever. This one goes in a cage. Oh, hey!
Now, I'm doing this. I didn't want to put this out there. I really like the evil campaign because of the power trip. I do not. I actually have to think of the bots, the civilian bots, as just numbers, as XP for the grinder. Because I don't like just doing that even in games. Sure, I will mass murder the bad guys, but I don't like killing the civilians. Why do that? Unless it's for XP, and that is the only thing I think of them as, which is how you should do it. You shouldn't give them as people. So, but with that same thing, I only like villainy for the power trip. But this just gets just sad, in my personal opinion.
Here comes the conduits. It's my call. Not yours, not ours, mine.
Oh, really? So Mr. Freewheeling Badass finally wants to take on some responsibility. And for what, huh? A bioterrorist with a body count?
I love you, Reg. Don't make me break that handsome nose of yours.
Why? When she kills someone's father tomorrow, or mother the day after that, you're the one that allowed that to happen.
Okay. that amount of change, because Delson would not have done that previously at all, no matter what, would not have done that. What if the reason why he did it could easily be boner? Like, simple answer, dude has a boner. And how that face. He could easily just have a boner, wanting to save her, possibly going to get boned, or possibly going to get laid. She's going to get boned. That general thing, just that general thing. Or my idea, which is actually kind of cool, because she is such a badass and is kind of sociopathic, I think is the right word, where she just does what she wants to do and doesn't really give a fuck, where she will display people in art shows because she can, to prove them, to show something, to do something more than just kill them. Like that is art. That is something extra. That is cracked into me in so much shape or form. Uh, that could have actually implanted itself into Delsin because of that mind melding. Because to how Delsin takes powers, it's not just taking the power, it's also the person too. It's a sponge, which is something kind of cool. Like the continuation of Infamous Second Son, because if I ever do get the chance, and I did talk about this a little bit in the previous section, of making a Infamous Second Son like a uh, DC Universe Online, where there's a lot of different things. It's multiplayer, and I've talked about this in previous videos. But something I haven't talked about, the way that they could continue the story for Delsin specifically. Like if you want to keep playing as Delsin the entire time, not changing your character, because I do think you have the ability to change your character if you want to, but you continue playing Delsin. Any way you spin it, when you do a mission, you only see you possibly like, because if you can see multiple people in that, if there's multiple Delsins, that's breaking so many different continuities, and everyone can play Delsin if they really want to. Like that's why I'm saying in like the ending screen. I didn't say that because I'm thinking multiple layers, like I've talked about in previous videos. Sorry about that. The uh, explaining what I was saying a little bit better. The to have a to be able to be multiplayer and have a main character like Delson, you would have to have something around the lines of either A, there's only one play, like you can only have one player as Delson because of the power of it, or I don't really know how to do a B, to be completely honest, because you have to have ace. Hell, it could be. I think you should be able to play Delson wherever you want, even in PvP, because I think Delson should be the main character throughout the entire thing. But that is a part that is going to be very interesting. But the uh, the story itself can continue because of that extra thing. Like there is extra things here and there. Possibly, I do want to see more when we get Eugene. I'm gonna piece that together, see if there's any extra, like I have been this entire playthrough, even the entire playthrough of the series. Actually, I've been piecing more shit together the entire series. If you want to watch through it, I do talk about a lot of the lore piece, a lot of different things here and there, like how Eugene is, and I do hope you've watched the previous videos, not just the previous video for this, but Eugene, or this is also a spoiler, Eugene's, not dragon, why was I going to say dragon? Eugene's, uh, angel form and human form are kind of two separate people to an extent, where the ego, the the persona that his angel form was in the game, because it was a multiplayer game, I believe, for Heaven's Hellfire, or even if it was a PvE, even if it was just only PvE and single player, he could still have a persona. He still had a persona. He talked about having a persona. I believe the persona actually gained sentience within his own consciousness, his own mind, his own reality, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It gained a form of consciousness. Not necessarily like Hulk and Banner, where he can fully say no and fully take control. I don't know if it's exactly that, but I really think that there is two Eugenes. There's Eugene the Great, or whatever the fuck he's called, and Eugene the Nerd. They're both equally cool because Eugene the Nerd can just think of the shit for Eugene the Great, and they can like ping pong ideas off one another and different things like that, because nerd and all sorts of different things. And cool thing about that power and how you could dabble into that. I don't think multiple people should have video. I think Eugene should be unique for the story. Like I mean, like a unique conduit. Like it could be a completely different type of conduit, like a unique conduit, completely gnarly. Because like there are multiple different types of conduits, or multiple different conduits using the same ability. Like there could be another prime conduit using smoke in a different way, which is why you could have the DC Universe Online, which is why that's a pretty cool idea. But the fuck, I lost my train of thought. It just completely derailed. Uh, Eugene being a unique conduit allows him to be able to have his dimension because other conduits cannot do that, and the ability to have video itself breaks the conduit mold. Like completely like conduits are meant to only, or conduits in every other game besides this one can only absorb, can only manipulate natural things, including like fear, wind, like concepts even. But it still has to, not concepts. Like fear is a natural thing. Animals can get afraid. Anything and everything can get afraid. It is a natural thing. So it is natural. Video is not natural, no matter how you want to spin it, how you want to do it. I want to get that face something different. There we go. The video is not Video is unnatural, however, any way you want to spin it. So giving him the title of unique conduit adds on another strata of what they could be, possibly what different uniques could happen, and because it is Universe Online type of game, it could theoretically go indefinitely, which could add new story threads here and there, which could be pretty fucking cool. But the most thing about it is you could actually have story missions in that dimension because it is its fully fledged dimension, its fully fledged reality. He took people there to have refuge. In the story that you're going to see, like he took people to have refuge. He helped people and brought them to that reality and to actually take refuge. And he's smart and intelligent, so he knows people have to eat. That means the food that's grown there is edible to humanity. It's actually a thing. So you could have, hell, if you want to go down more like MMO type of thing, not just superhero multiplayer thing, where you want to do also MMO where people are grouped up with clan housing and all that different things, it could be in that extra dimensional space because how big is it? There is no, I don't think they have to have server space because you if it has to have server space, there is not a server known to man that could actually house the amount of information in a single individual. I want to say in a single cell, but that might be overselling it. But to actually house the amounts of ones and zeros that will be required to add up to one individual perfectly is so many that it wouldn't actually fit in anything really, especially when you're having 100 people go in and thousands of people coming out. Like there has to be more to it, like a lot more to it. Uh, so with that extra dimensional space, and hell, what if it's not even video? Like it presents itself as video because that is how Eugene sees it. Eugene sees it as Heaven's Hellfire. But like in his boss fight, he can manipulate the very environment itself, making pillars come up and different things like that. But I don't think that's in the game. Like the game it showed in his background has nothing to do with the shit he's doing. Nothing to do with it. Unless this is like he is in game and what it showed was early game. This is something like that. Cool. But it could be he actually can mold the reality as he sees fit, where it's more parallel dimension than video. And if that's the case, he could theoretically just swipe the air or just look in a general direction and make a gateway to his reality. Right then and there. Oh, that sounds like an amazing character. Imagine a nerd that could just appear anywhere he wants to because if he can jump into it anywhere, why can't he jump out of it anywhere? He would like have to do like something like Nightcrawler where he has to know the area fully to jump back out, but something like that. And that that sounds fucking cool. And Eugene in this story alone was getting better and better and better. Ooh, the good and bad system for a multiplayer thing. I think I've talked about that. That is going to add on to so many extra. Just okay, because there's the good and bad. What? Okay. Will you always fight the same people? Like even if you're going bad, will you would have to at some point fight officers and good people going bad, so there would have to be the division in PvE. It could be something like hell, like how it goes right now, where you want to have a good and a bad character because all the different things you can do, where you're going to want to do that. But in this game, it's going to be okay. That ooh and monkey noise was because I realized that with that concept, that just opened up so much more for the prime conduits. Even that 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 opened up so many more concepts, so many more avenues for prime conduits abilities. Ooh, I talked about in the previous video. What if a prime conduit with the laser tag concept could just, or I think it would have to be prime conduit, not the Delsin character, but being able to run through somebody with the neon dash to do damage to them, like cutting through them, super eating, however you can do it in lore, like wherever you want to say it is, but running through them to do damage and having like a trail like Tron, having a trail like Tron, where if they run into it, they also take damage, which would be cool in PvE and PvP. You can do a lot of things around that, which sounds kind of fun, and more dabbling into what a prime conduit could do with their ability overall. But that could actually be a villain version, but like both of them have infinite sprint speed or infinite sprint. There are a lot of different like across the boards, but overall like potency, like the villain has the run through people to do damage, where the good one has the run to reset the slow mo. And the way I explain slow mo in a PvP or multiplayer environment, in a previous video, I don't know if I explained it pretty well, but how I thought about it was when you go in slow mo, you're kind of invisible, like you're not able to be seen. Where you're still there, people can still technically shoot you, but even if they do shoot at you, it has less of a chance to hit you. Like it's like a percentile chance not to hit you, something like that, to give you a reason to do it, not just, or to give you an ability to do it, not just you're dead. Because they're moving real speed while they're slow mo for you. You might get the kill still, but they're just gonna kill you. And for them, it's gonna be a little bit janky. But that's to have the feeling of a slow mo sniper. You need to have slow mo for your sniper, which is gonna be funky to play with. But that slow mo will also keep you in the air, where you're actually floating that same speed for everyone else, but you're like Halo Invis, I think a little bit more invisible than Halo Invis, but that's how it works for slow mo. But it will be janky. Actually, it won't be that janky. It'll be like a sniper just killed you, and they will just look at the person that killed you, so you'll be able to call it out if you have a mic. So it wouldn't actually be that bad overall, actually. Um, but the slow mo reset could be the good side of things, where the bad side of things has to run through people, where you don't have as much slow mo, but you could have more things with your slow mo. Where, well, you have slow mo instead of where it's focus instead of slow mo, where good has more slow motion, they have focus, where it's both of them is called focus. Good has slow motion, bad has like increased damage, where what you're doing is zooming through the battlefield, causing all that damage. We can do different things, but like for this general concept, I think it could be different things. Hell, both sides could have this extra ability for the focus, but the focus giving you the ability to either slow mo, or when you are focused, you are doing, or when you first aim down sights, or it could be like you aim down sights, click a button in to activate this like rage mode that makes your shots do like bonus damage or something extra, like AoE, something where you activate it and it is just thump, thump, thump damage down range. But like for the reset for dash, it wouldn't actually reset it, or it wouldn't reset it instantly, because I do think it should still work with it, but it would like you have to sprint around and you will see it slowly build up because it's like a super, where when you pop that, it's like a big wind up, big brawl kind of. It is active because that is a. I zoom in for the concept of like villainy. It's or concept of the villain infamous. It is or concept of the villain infamous is destroy everything, glorious fashion, just over the top, grand destruction. To have that in a PvP situation, you're going to have balancing a lot of different damage. It's damage numbers and every little number you can think of for balancing, which is why my RRP game is going to be beautiful, and which is why I know that this game could be beautiful if everything is tweaked here and there. Like, it doesn't have to be necessarily beautifully. A little bit of jank is good. A little bit of meta is good for overall, like, people wanting to stick to the meta. You have that extra player base, but all those different things. Had a point. Uh, the rage mode could be very useful for even PvE. Like, imagine in PvE, like a horde mode, being able to run around doing damage with your dash, where that is your main attack, where you have like different melee combo or different melee thing, where like your melee applies poison, relatively speaking. You can dash through them and around them, where like the more lines touching, the more damage it does, where you're building into maximum poison while you're also just waiting for your rage to recharge, where while you're doing that, doing ad clear, being able to focus one big bitch, you're able to have that charge up for high damage big motherfucker, because your entire build is based around rapid fire punches or rapid fire everything else, where you have that one thing to do a massive amount of fuck you damage, which would be very interesting for overall gameplay and design. Because I do think if you have a over the top type of game, I don't think Call of Duty should have this because they're more grounded. Even like Black Ops 4, they're more grounded. They're more, it's a soldier. If you are wanting to go more, they're a super soldier, more, or not even super soldier, more they're a demigod, something that can do crazy shit. They should always have a, or should always be able to have a extra weapon, a third weapon, or in the case of RRP, all three weapons being a go fuck yourself amount of damage just outwards. In Call of Duty, you can have one and then a primary, but even that go fuck yourself amount of damage, or this is the Brecci, or just a very good shotgun, it's not that good. And I did just kind of date my knowledge on PvP. I watch a lot of PvP YouTubers here and there. Like I watch I'm Wildcat and T-Mall, 4-0 here and there. Like a lot of other people, and the Vanoss crew in general, which is why I said Wildcat and 4-0. And okay, if people are watching this and they watch the Vanoss crew, please text them or comment, like just get them to figure out something for the Vanoss crew. I don't think they should be called the Vanoss crew because the Vanoss crew is putting one person in front. They are the crew. They are just amazing people that when they play solo, they just suck. But when they play with people, play with each other, that sounds wrong. But when they play with each other, they are absolutely amazing in just humor and just bullshit that they do. And how they play, just how they communicate, how they do shit. Even when they're absolutely just being dickheads to each other, they're still fascinating in the best way to put it. And that is so amazing about how their team works. Even how they can just grab like Big Jiggly Panda just appeared out of nowhere. From the videos I saw and from what I did see, Big Jiggly Panda just appeared out of nowhere and he just meshed so perfectly. He just appeared and it just worked. But by the time Big Jiggly Panda appeared, I was solely a Vanoss viewer. Over time, I watched Terrorizer. I still watch Terrorizer here and there. I am Wildcat, 407. I haven't never watched a Moo because I don't really like friendly things. Okay. Speaking of Vanoss Crew stuff, and after this, I am going to go back into this game. But speaking of Vanoss Crew things, the last video or the goodbye video Moo made, I don't get why he's making more videos. I'm guessing he's just wanting to make them to make them, but that was his last video. I thought like it completely gets rid of why it's his last video. Like it's just less impactful for me now. Like it was a beautiful video. I didn't watch it, but just the concept kind of made me tear up because Moo is the calm, collected dad, especially when he had the YouTube channel. The videos I've seen of him recently, he's just letting it go piece by piece. I'm expecting next year around this time, he is saying worse shit than Wildcat. Like he is, or Blarg. Like he's gonna go more like actual insults, like good actual insults, or I'm not going to say the thing I want to say. His description for bad microphone quality is what I wanted to say. I just don't like saying that personally, but it is fucking funny. If you know, you know. And okay, the reason why I am just saying shit and cussing and doing all these different things is because I've already done the thing for YouTube of these videos are not child friendly. If you are a child watching these videos, how the fuck did you get here? Just, I want to make sure YouTube knows this because I don't want to get fucked over. I don't even want the money from YouTube. I just want to make YouTube videos so my information is out there so people can like work with me, work with you kind of thing. Like it could grow from something at the very least. Even though I can't make my game yet, I still want to possibly get the base underneath me for people to actually want to just pre-order it, even though I don't want a pre-order. And if I do a pre-order, it is not going to be there's not going to be $100 bundle. Why have them pay more for more digital shit? Like if it was like the infamous pre-order where when you get the $100 version you actually got a backpack. It might not have fit you, but you got a backpack, a beanie. Like I'm taking the infamous Second Son specifically. I pointed at the TV screen. You didn't see it, which is why I'm saying that. Infamous Second Son specifically. You got the beanie, you got the jacket. I think you also got a pin that was Sly Cooper from the Sly Cooper games, I believe. That's also like a common thing among infamous games, which is kind of funny. Uh, all those different things. You get physical objects. If that is in my pre-order, oh fuck yeah, I want you to buy the pre-order because that is things that you actually could use. And my pre-order, how I'm going to do it, if there is that, it is not going to be just pre-order. Like say for example, you're pre-ordering on PlayStation. It will give you an extra code if possible. Like I will have like a extra code for your version where when you have it, you have a code to go to this website and you can type in exactly what you want for your pre-order bonus. Where say it's a backpack, you can customize the size of it if you're a bigger person, smaller person, customize the size of it, which if I want to be all nitpicky, if I really want to fine tune it, if you do make it smaller, it will cost less. But if that same thing, if you make it bigger, it will cost more. I don't want to do that personally because that costing more is just kind of bad overall because that'll be kind of fat shaming, but that's not really the goal of that. It's just bigger does cost more because more product. But that general thing. Um, uh, And what you just heard was the sound effect or the notification sound for my family, not Discord, family text chat. It's basically the family Discord if you use Discord more than text. But what was I going to say? That threw off my train of thought. I'm trying to see if I can get it back quick. If I can, I'm just going to keep going. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit.
You calm down.
Yeah. Let's talk.
All right, Reg, sorry.
Oh, look who it is. What, is the meeting of the Conduit Club finally over?
I just wanted to talk to her, okay? To see if maybe she could help us out. Oh, you are not doing the pouting Reggie thing, are you? You know I hate that.
Look, you know someone like that shouldn't be free to roam the streets.
Are you forgetting who else is someone like that?
Not the same, you're different.
Yes, I know. I'm your brother. And your brother is asking for your help and trying to stay alive. If you won't do it for me, then Do it for the tribe.
Fine. What do you need?
Thank you. I need to see what else this new power can do, and you are my go-to guy when it comes to finding the core relays.
There. I sent it. For the tribe and you.
Thank you. I'll let you know what I get.
No, I don't want to know what you get.
Goodbye, pouting Reggie. Hey, Fetch, you know those glowing boxes the dupes put up all over town?
Yeah, I've seen them. I think they can track us with them.
Well, I think I figured out a way to use them to, like, tap into more powers for me. I was gonna try it out on the new neon power you gave me.
Gave you?
And I thought maybe you'd like to tag along. You know, maybe talk me through the new stuff.
I already bagged my dealer limit for the day, so why the hell not?
And there's my sweet girl.
Screw you.
Okay, there's supposed to be one of those things at 2nd and Main.
Yeah, I've seen it before. Meet you there.
Okay, I just remembered what I was talking about. So I'm with the Vanos crew and how Moo is most likely going to go. That was Moo. I have not watched Dahi Denogla videos because Dahi Denogla in everyone else's videos, I do not know the proper word for Dahi. I think the best word to put is autistic. Autistic as fuck, actually, because he can show absolute, utter brilliance in some occasions, and then say word or sentences like brain fish of a memory. Just unintentionally, trying to say something else, and to be honest, I do shit like that occasionally. So, understandable, which is why he's not, I don't think he's stupid. Some things he's just ignorant about, which is part of the reason why I don't watch him. He says he is a Christian, or not Christian, Catholic, or a specific Bible set, I forget exactly what it is, but he worships the Bible. The Bible, and I'm not saying Bible as an insult, just want to make that clarified. I'm not saying that as an insult, I'm just saying Bible because it's funny. That is not an insult. I understand what the Bible has done for humanity, what the Bible has done for a lot of different people, good and bad, because there's a lot of good and a whole fuck ton of bad. But I think it's like more equal nowadays, actually, or depends. Okay. Besides all of the things either side have done, the non-religious and the religious, doesn't matter. What the Bible says to do itself is to not judge anyone, and yet Dahi the Nogla is the first to judge, is the first to throw a name, first to throw a something to judge them. Instantly, right then and there. First one out of anyone. And Brian is doing it for humor, but he's practically a neo-Nazi. He's doing it for absolute humor. I can tell he's doing it for humor. He could be a damn good actor, and he is a damn good voice actor, but damn. And he doesn't judge. Like, he has not said anything unless it is a joke when it is judging something. And he is obviously joking because you could hear the smile in how he says it most of the time, which is why I love watching Terrorizer. Terrorizer is just, he is a dickhead, but I think he is the type of dickhead that would say sorry if he actually upset somebody, because he is just trying to have fun with it, possibly. But he's the type of cool dickhead. Either way, even if he doesn't do that, he's still a fun dickhead because funny. Like Wildcat. Wildcat just says a lot of shit. I watched Big Chiggly Panda because, like I've talked about, I smoke like he smokes. It is awesome. The marijuana is awesome. It is, yeah. I was trying my best to be sincere and funny, but I just went stupid. I am sorry. I watch 4-0 here and there. My favorite videos of him are Tarkov. I bet there are so many runs where he just gets looked at wrong and he is deleted off the face of that game. Just gone. But the games that are in those videos, holy shit. And they don't even have, like, they have good comms. But in between those good comms is utter shenanigans. Which is something amazing about playing with good friends, which is why the Vanos crew should be called something crew that doesn't say, like, Banana Bus crew. I think would be the best because all of them agreed on that. All of them were saying it together. It was their thing, not just one person's thing. Which is why, and excuse me if you don't hear me, the reason why there was a pause there is because I burped, so excuse me. Um, the reason why I was talking about all that is because I really want everyone to text them and comment on their videos, just get them to figure out something for their entire community. And there are other, like, there is cartoons that showed up here and there, but cartoons is more doing his own thing. Acer Delirious is doing his own thing. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anyone off because it's always sad when you leave somebody off, and I've watched them for so long. Like, their shit is so fucking funny. And I'm glad how I love Vanoss for not changing really. Like, he changed a little bit here and there. He tried it out. He just said fuck it. He just gave no shits at a certain point, and it is amazing. Um uh Technically, he is not part of the crew anymore. I absolutely hate what he did. He's absolutely disgusting, but meaning that technically he's part of the crew. I'm wanting to make sure I cover all bases here. He's horrible. He's like the diseased limb that you cut off because it was gonna kill you, kind of shit. Um, make sure I didn't. I'm not gonna talk about everyone Wildcat has played with in his Among Us stuff and just Goose Goose Duck, the Among Us game that is gooses and ducks. But those games, all those people, he plays with so many people in those. But yeah, the Vanoss crew specifically should make a name. Like, hell, Team 6 would also work. Like, Banana Bus crew would. Team 6 would also work. There's so many other names that would work. Ooh, I can actually buy shit. Photon Jump! Fuck yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Whenever you see me stop dashing, it's because I keep trying to jump, unless it is the end of the dash, which you will see is like a little bit of slowdown and then stop. If I just abruptly stop, it's because I'm trying to jump. Because I am used to doing that. That might be handy. What? Oh, what? So it's a good and a bad thing. You just have to be high enough level. Right? Or did I just never have that? I could have sworn I had that. Like I had that. Okay, so those are just... That's actually a lot better than it could have been. So I get this. Oh. Will be obliterated. Oh! So, Cascade... Okay, what if that... Okay, will that explosion get other people killed? Wait, I just have to... Oh, I just have to unlock that. Hell yeah. Quick drain because that'll save my life. That. Well, I'm gonna go around. I'm also gonna get blast shards. Let's do this shit.
Tasty.
I
It really moved.
I have talked about how I make it. Every game I ever make, and any game that has my name on it, is made for fun. It is not made for money or anything like that. It is a game I personally would play, and if anyone under me, technically, but anyone working for me makes a game that is bad overall, I will feel bad. I will genuinely say, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I don't know how this got through the cracks. This had to have more polish. The idea might not be bad. Like, depending on what it is, the idea itself might not be actually that bad. It just needs a lot more polish and a lot more work. Why did it release in this state? What the fuck? Kind of thing. Where it might need new gameplay mechanics, new things, because the game overall is just not good at the moment. At the moment is the key thing. I don't think any game could ever really be bad unless you really just give up, which is like the ultimate form of failure of just give up. Like, alright, going down that other train is not needed. I just want to continue this. I was gonna say something. Imagine running around the entire thing, around the open world, and I do think there should be multiple open worlds for a good multiplayer version of this. But imagine running around the city with everyone using different dashes, different movements, and just zooming around. Like, imagine seeing Neon, like a guy with Neon bounce, 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 jump over. Like, I love the idea of a Neon version being able to, instead of like dashing on the ground, it is more of a I dash up there, and then I like stop, thud. If I look and dash again, I launch off that wall into another wall. If I have the momentum, I stick and do it again and again and again. Something like that, where it's more jumps than sprints. Which that like little things like that, not little things, that would be a massive thing, but things like that are how different prime conduits could use the ability overall, and it just sounds so fucking cool. Hell, if you really want to get absolutely complicated with it, and I say if you, as in the person making this game, if it ever does get made, because I would love it even if Sucker Punch just made this game. I would love to be a part of it, because I would love to just have an input on this game, because I do think I would always make good games. Like, I always make good food. If I ever get the chance to help out with cooking or just cooking it myself, it is always absolutely delicious, unless I do not have the things I want and I just say fuck it. If I just say fuck it, results may vary. But I do want to put on it because I know it will be absolutely amazing, and I have studied these games in and out, less so than the people that made it, because they did make the game. They actually have the ones and zeros, so they studied it technically more. But it was my childhood and everything like that. Like, I would love to. It's not needed. I would love you to make it. I had a point. Just went down that. I'm sorry for going down that thing. Saying if anyone gets to make it, or if anyone makes it, I don't know what I was going to say next. I remember saying that. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just going to get this done.
Hey, Fetch, it's over here.
I'm cool.
Damn!
Don't get along.
Well, wait till you see this.
Do I even have the upgrade? I do. Damn! Is that also in slow-mo?
On your own, D.
Hey, you guys seen a girl kind of...
I think I realized what I was going to say, or what I was trying to say technically. I think it was technically at the end of what I was saying. If not, I will put text in between what I said last and what I said now. But I think it was just basically me saying, please make it. I don't even care if you make it off of everything I'm saying, just make the game. I think that is what I was trying to say overall, because I don't think there was anything extra besides that little bit, but I know I said that little bit just wrong. What the fuck? Hell yeah, I can still make it bad. Bad is also the easiest to get points for. Just, bad is fun overall. Because no matter what you do, you're basically getting points. Because I think I can just, yeah, I can just beat this thing's ass. I do think you're scared if you're the same person. I don't know if I'm muted. In the middle of saying that, I said I do think you're scared if you're the same person. Oh, I'm out of juice. Uh, Give me your juice. Oh, you're flying, right. Both of you flying? Both of you flying. Well, shit. Give me your juice.
Ooh, never get tired of that.
Damn! What the fuck? Okay, then. Oh, hell yeah. I'm actually going the right way.
Yeah, that'll help.
Kinda, not really. Oh, holy shit, I actually was going the right way.
That, you poison peddling garbage. It's what you deserve. Hey, Smokes, you want in on this?
I forgot about that. That's gonna be fun. Ooh, I need to try that out on destroying one of those things that I couldn't just shoot to destroy. Hell yeah. I should be able to Fuck yeah! Okay,
You okay?
Yeah, you still need help?
Don't need it, but I'll take it.
I want to experiment. I want multiple boys here. Do I just have to use it once to... Sure. Okay, I want to suspend one and see if the explosion will kill another easily, but it will not cascade from there. Because the explosion will not suspend, relatively speaking. Okay.
I'll go find another one of those things.
Boom. I do think in a long or a game that you're wanting to play or wanting people to play constantly, like an MMO type of game, like the DC Universe Online would be, I think having a fuck ton of synergies
Okay,
would
I
be
think I got
beautiful.
the next one. Just keep following the markers. So, how'd you like killing those dealers? It's a fuzzy jolt, ain't it?
Yeah, but I mean, as long as we're on a roll, we should take it to the real assholes.
You still hung up on the activists?
I'm just saying, shutting them up for good would be the ultimate fuzzy jolt.
yeah, whatever. Just go get you some more power.
Am I just blind, or is it like in here somewhere? No. Where's the lights? Oh.
Ah, there's the sauce.
Hey, there it is. Go ahead and get your convulsion on.
You first.
I didn't know if the smoke symbol was an enemy or not. I was sitting back in my seat.
Well, Fetch, I see you're expanding your horizons. Did somebody run out of drug dealers to kill?
Those Lifeline idiots just pissed me off. But I didn't kill any of them. Just gave them a little laser treatment.
Yeah, sure, but kind of liked it though, didn't you?
I gotta admit, wailing on those activists did give me a hard-on. Maybe after you finish your power hunt, we can do it again.
That's amazing that that was set up for you to do that. I love the idea of Fetch actually setting up that line because she knew that it was on the other side of that building. So if you ran up the building, you could then comet drop right down where she was shooting, so she could have that amazing view. Yeet, motherfucker!
Damn, dude. Whatever that was, I heard it from here.
You know, anytime you want to actually hang around for one of these things.
You know, I've been thinking about what you said before. About those ass scum lifeliners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, they're the ones pissing on me now. Maybe it's time to share the pain.
Well, hey, when that time comes, I'd love to tag along.
Sure. It'll be a date with a death toll. I'll give you a call if anything comes up.
When she said whatever that was, she actually has a ultimate of her own in first slide. And I do want to, okay, how I've talked about making it more accurate, like the parts where you're playing with them, where you're fighting them, or something like that. I do think they should be able to do the abilities that you could have, or they actually have. Like for gameplay, you give them a specific set. Like it might not even be a set players can actually use, but you give them a specific set like Fallout characters have. Like they actually have to have something in their inventory to be their thing. It might not be droppable, but it's something in their inventory to actually be in their set, kind of thing. Um, that general thing. I think that's how Fallout 4 characters specifically, I believe, how that works. I think Fallout New Vegas and another one works the same way. What was I gonna say? Oh, that's almost the video. Well, that mission was done. I had a thing I wanted to say. Shit. Again, I just lost train of thought, so you know what? I am just gonna save and quit right there. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all on the next one. Or technically videos.